Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Missouri Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma's out. Will have the first crack at it in this one. These two teams don't exactly love each other. Man, did they trade blows back and forth the last time they met.
Yeah, Reese, don't love each other is an understatement. They severely dislike each other, and that's how it should be. And last game, man, it was back and forth, back and forth. You didn't know who was going to win. Who's mentally prepared for this ball game? Who can handle the emotions, Palmer, early to start this game?
Yeah, that's the great thing about rivalry games like this. When these two teams play each other, it's like two heavyweight fighters trading haymakers, and ultimately it comes down to which guy, which team is standing last. You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Out wide right, it's Hansen. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Finds his man. It's Hansen. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hits inside. It's Robinson. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Sooners in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Right side, it's Sategna. Makes the catch, and he's free. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Oh, pressure's coming. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So So Missouri's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. A big challenge in this matchup is for the linebackers to be able to hold their ground, something they haven't always been successful at doing. Ready to fire from the pistol. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Finds his tight end. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone. Touchback. Oklahoma sends the offense out ready to go on the attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking for room. It's Blaylock. Stopped right there. Well, that play was supposed to go to the outside.
Well, and the defense knew that, too. They saw the sweep right away, got to the outside, understood where the ball was trying to go. Listen, if you put those guys in a cage and you set an edge really hard, make that sweep that's designed where everybody's
caught, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Out wide right, it's Hansen. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Going to try to get it himself. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They want to run this quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Shakes off the defender. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quick give. It's Hardy. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics, and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The give to Hardy. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get him down inside the 10-yard line, but hang on, a yellow flag is out, and this might be coming back. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads to the right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Simmons from the gun on third down. Finds the tight end. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Working the middle, it's complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. So much for tight formation, smash mouth, 2nd and 1, and they've got 4 receivers across the field.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
2nd and long here. Left side is Thomas. Breaks it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. With an update on that, let's check in with Holland.
Reporting from the Missouri sideline, we are seeing history here today. The running back has continued to run strong today, and now he is the program's single-season leader. The sideline immediately went up in arms, yelling, screaming. They are so excited for their running back, and they will continue to ride his energy here today as he makes more school history. Back to you.
Holland, thank you.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They'll run him again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long right here. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Made the catch on the last play, but didn't move the ball forward, so now here comes third down. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one is perfect. That'll close the gap to 14.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Out wide left, it's Sategna. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He sends three receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Changing the routes with his receiver. Just keeps slinging it. He's got it. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
A run for the quarterback. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, They trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Left side is Lee. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, it'll be interesting to see the passing attack for Missouri this year under Eli Drinkwitz. He's done a pretty good job in recent years of going to the portal and finding his guy. Now, obviously, you lose Bo Perbula. He was only in this offense for a year. And, David, they go to Oxford to bring in Austin Simmons. And they've got a quarterback who, like Perbula, can throw it but can run it as well and hurt you with his athleticism.
Well, it's so interesting to watch Austin Simmons. And sometimes it's just the right fit, the right spot. We've seen some great highs from him. But obviously, Trinidad comes in, takes his job. He's on the bench. He has to find a new location, new life, and a good offense with a good run game. Let's see what Austin Simmons can do.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Gets rid of it. Nobody falling for the tomfoolery, the chicanery, and it'll be 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. To the air, it's Mateer. Out wide left, it's Blaylock. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Right side, it's Blaylock. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side, it's Sategna. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He's changing the play. Drops back on 1st down. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Long way to go on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. The sure hands, it's Harris. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Running inside, it's Blaylock.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in this.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing Simmons. Unloads it left. He's got it. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, here on the Sooners sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Blaylock. There he goes. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Tight end now in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown Sooners! And the beatdown has ensued. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, give to Hardy. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Fires to the big fella. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Turning it on! They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop it. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Give to the left, it's Hardy. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll move the wide receiver. Simmons slings it downfield. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All
fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Holly, what do you have?
Hey, guys, here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Rush right in his face. Out wide right, it's Blaylock. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Xavier again. Inside the 30. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Robinson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Quickly to the tight end. Run ends there. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Got his man. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
The give to Hardy. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The drama has been drained out of this game, but not so for the playoff race. Let's take a look at the projected playoff bracket here in Week 13, and not much time to shore up that resume. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's Simmons to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Fires to the middle. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. There's 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter. They become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walker. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mateer. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Trying to get the corner. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And they'll just down it right there. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but is it too little too late? Fires quickly.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Throwing Simmons. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense. And stay.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Simmons. Rushes on. Fires on the move. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
With the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
He's past the sticks. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to... Wins in a row, and they did tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Motion from the wideout. On 1st down, it's Hardy again. They'll drag him down, but that sweet little spin move gives him 9. 2nd down coming up. They'll give it to Hardy. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it stop. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in.
There he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the punishment has been extended. They stretched this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Nice move to keep running. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. Simmons fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Finds his tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Roberts. Knocked down immediately.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Back to pass, it's Simmons. They're all over him. Out wide left, it's Hardy. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one, and now we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. Quick step and go. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll try the right side with Hardy. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Here's Simmons to throw. Left side is Lee. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two